testing, testing. Beautiful. Got up to 6 decibels. Lovely. I don't think that was 6 decibels though, was it, Dan? Are we live? And we are live. They got the link out there. Good, good, good. And a special shout out to Lee Gilpin watching. How's it going? I know you're tuned in. Raring to go. Okay, so we're down here at the last 8 of the Victorian State Championships of 2014. Not far off, one of these 8 blokes will be crowned Victorian Champion 2014. We've got a couple of good matchups. We've got Steve Gray versus Mark Kerwood. 2 blokes who do know the tactics of the game inside out and can both pot balls. So, quality match that one. We got Jake McCartney versus Dave Mongrue. Well, if you're a betting man, a lot of people might say Jake's $1.04 on, but you can't underestimate Dave Mongrue. He's done well to get where he is. He's got nothing to lose. So, you just never know. But Jake is in form and looking hot. So, then we got Mark Robinson, Gus DiGiorgio, 2 dynamite potters. Robbo very clinical. Gus very young and keen, got a lot of passion for the game. Be a good cracker of a match, that one. And the last one we got Rick Bell and the winner of Chuka and Jamie Stevens, which is still going. Okay, we jump straight into Dave Mongoose. Not Mongoose. Yeah, cracks the balls wide open. Well, not quite wide, but okay. So Jake comes to the table, open table. Just having a look around. And just joining me in the commentary booth here, hoop extraordinaire, Nathan Hammer Harris. Just getting his microphone tuned in. So Jake's took the reds here by the looks of it. He'll be looking at playing this red off the cush, off the yellow, to either take the hole, my most likely guess at some point. He's definitely got control of that corner now anyway.
Alright, hello everyone, all sorted out. Yeah, so Jake will obviously be looking to wrap this up in record time so he can get back to playing cards.
I didn't realise he was in the cards tournament.
Yeah, he is. He's currently sitting out. Status is on the table.
Well, I'm sure he'd be happy to sit out to win an Australian title.
Or a Victorian title.
That's what I mean, yeah. I'm going well.
But you're right, he would. Yeah.
So, Dave Monger's done well to get here, hasn't he, Hammer?
Absolutely, mate. He's
Surprise package.
I mean, qualifying yesterday, and then getting through
Last 48.
the tougher draw, the tougher round robin group today, and then drawing Nick Howie and knocking Nick Howie out. And as we all know, Nick is a quality player, multiple state rep, and for Dave to knock him out of the tournament, it's a big effort.
Yeah, I think one thing with Dave's game, he does keep it pretty basic, so I think he's got that going for him.
Yep, and I think that's what he pretty much has to do in this match. Just not, because as I said, playing someone like Jake, it probably sometimes can force you into going for a little too much. I think it's probably just a good idea for Dave just to stick to his strengths and just keep it simple, as you said.
Don't think Jake will be too disappointed with giving away the 2 there.
No, and copying a dream result along the way.
Yeah, he's got that white tied up, hasn't he?
So he won't be in any mood to get into too many tactical battles here. He'll obviously look to shore up a pocket where he needs to here and there, but any problems he'll look to eliminate them pretty early in the frame. So Dave can't tap balls around the table and get himself in winning positions too often.
Is this a Peter Butterworth kick shot off the rail, pot the yellow in the middle?
Yeah. Not sure if Dave's aware of Pete Butterworth's technology in these shots. So he might just look to just chip out and make the ball on for his next shot. Yep.
He's got a lot of work to do.
Probably hasn't come through too far, I'd say, or hasn't got the yellow out enough. There's not a lot of options available to him, even if he makes this pot, which he has. But
he's sort of only looking ball by ball here, isn't he?
Yeah. And as I said, Dave will probably learn a lot playing one of the best in not only Victoria but in the country. So he'll be better for the experience.
Just tried to keep things tight around that black.
Just a little containing shot there. It's pretty much all he could really do from where he left himself. And I think we've still got a match going in the last 16. Jamie Stevens and Travis Martin. I believe that is now 3-all.
And the winner plays Rick Bell.
Yeah, who had a good win over Don Colbert.
Yeah, he's having a nice day out too.
A couple of surprise packets that have got in there, and it's good to see. It's not always the usual suspects that get through, but
especially in this format with the groups of 6 and the top 2 go through. I'm not a big fan myself of it, but that's what we've all got to play.
Yeah, well, I guess if people aren't happy about it, they've got to come up with a solution as to what's better. So it's just I don't really know. I mean, there's probably a few things that do need adjusting, but how we can make it better, I don't really know.
I just don't see the consistency like when you get down to the last 16. It's they're generally not on paper the top 16 in the tournament.
No, but you get that in any tournament you play too. So there's always even if I know there's a lot of blind draws and things like that, but in tournaments, but a lot of them there's always one or two when you get down to the last 16. There's always one or two players that don't usually get there,
This is true.
So you have to keep those guys interested as well, I reckon. So.
So, he's got a little flick on the yellow.
A little tickle on the yellow, but still.
Could have been nasty if he went in off or something.
Still available in the centre, no problems.
Yeah, you'd back Jake. Man, if he's potting...
he's just in cruise mode right now. He's, as I said...
It's a bit of a tune-up.
He's probably thinking, hopefully it's I don't get blinded out and
run over and check his cards.
Yeah, he's probably mucked aces a few times by not being there.
So what do you reckon about this matchup? Young Gus got a lot of passion, a lot of youth on his side.
Yeah, this is another interesting match. This will be an Anzac Day rematch from the semis at the Anzac Open, or Anzac tournament last weekend. Gus was a best of 7 in that match as well.
Yeah.
And Gus on that occasion came away with the win. Sorry, I said semi. I meant last 8. So it is an exact replay of that.
And Gus will be loving the chance to take on the best here, Robbo.
Yeah, Robbo obviously has won this this tournament or this title multiple times. Gus has made. No, he hasn't made the final. I think he's made the semi on one occasion. Just fell short. So he'll be looking to go one further this year. Off the back of quite a few good tournament results. He had won a local singles tournament down near where he lives a few weeks ago, down in the Eastern League. And had a good result at Anzac last week, going out in the semis.
Yeah, I think
So he's coming into some good form.
I think when Gus went away to the world titles last year, he came back a much more solid player. I feel it did him good, that experience.
Yeah, a lot of people will probably laugh at this, but has matured a little bit. Probably not off the table, but on the table. He certainly has matured a little bit, handles himself a little bit better particularly when things aren't going as well.
Yeah.
That was probably the rap on Gus when he was a little younger. That just if you got on top of him early, you could sort of fall away a little bit. But he does stick it out now, and he'll have a bit of confidence, obviously, with the Robbo win last week. Mark's has been playing well. He doesn't usually put in a bad tournament. A lot of pull left in that match, even though Gus has taken the first one.
Okay. So back to the Jake Mongrue scenario. Jake with the combo. Oh. Might have left Dave in a little bit of trouble with the white here.
Yeah, but again, so Jake's shots, even when they don't work out, he's not usually to the advantage of his opponent.
Nah.
So he does. I heard someone say he plays a lot of. His pots are always shot to nothings. So
yeah, he's a very clever player as well as a great potter, Gus.
Yeah, we might. So after this frame, we might just go over and watch the Robbo and Gus match for the entirety. No disrespect to this match, but might be a bit more quality. So no, we'll go straight to it. Okay, all right.
So Robbo on the yellows.
So Robbo will probably be looking at just flicking that red on the right centre to just open up that other yellow.
Yeah, it's not a necessity, but he does make things a bit easier.
The thing is, he can probably play a two-way shot here, but it looks like he's going to screw back down for the bottom yellow, and he's got the result on the red as advertised. So I think you have to just. He's obviously played that to play the bottom ball, but there are other options that do open up as you move on the out. So he's obviously going to take this.
A couple of ways you can go here. Yeah.
So you probably look to go up table now and just clean up these balls, and then come back down to make it as easy as possible to get to the black.
Yeah. When he gets down to these two corner balls, he just wants the angle to just slice one in and roll across to the other ball.
Yeah, with minimum effort on the on where the white's travelling.
Yeah, you just use the natural angle of the white.
So we might have found a new home too, where we've had if it does look a little different, sort of in the background there, we have just relocated the cameras for this event, so we might have found a new home, a bit more room. So yeah, it's not a bad spot here. But, hopefully the tables are a little bit different to the ones. These are the back tables. The ones that are covering the at the Anzac, and the big guns are on the O'Reilly. So again, these are play a bit different. You might notice that the side pockets are a little bit bigger. They do. You can attack these pockets a bit more than the ones that.
Yeah, the jaws are slightly more open. So Mark probably, does he play for this in the middle, or does he screw up table?
He probably played in the corner, I think, mate. So just come up and yep.
He hasn't quite come up.
Yeah.
Still all right.
Yeah, no danger of an
A little bit hampered over the red.
Yeah, no danger of an in-off or anything like that. So it's just a matter of just you know, yeah, a little bit awkward, but you know.
Yeah, he would have liked to come past the red.
When you cue it as well as this guy, you know, should be no dramas. And straight in the heart, and yeah, 1-1.
1-1.
Yep. Could go down to the wire this match, and so Gus will be feeling confident, but Robert will also know what happened last time they played. He doesn't usually like to lose to the same guy 2 times in a row.
Who won that frame? Who won that frame?
Alright, so we've got we try and get an update on some other games. Obviously Rick Bell still waiting for an opponent between Travis Martin, and still stuck at 3-3. Travis and Jamie Stevens, and we don't know the score of Steve Gray and Mark Kerwood. We'll try and get that to you.
So Gus with the crack. They haven't spread that well, but they're open.
Yeah, and what do you take here? There's a couple of tricky ones, but
I don't mind yellows.
You'd probably take the yellows, I'd say.
The problem with the yellows, he's got to find a starter.
But the thing is Robbo may look to take the red in the left centre, and then just look to come down table and extract that red.
Yeah.
If he does, be successful in doing that, he might. I think that's what he might be looking at here.
Yeah. He might actually take reds here, like you say, and he can get to this bottom rail and play the red off the yellow to open up that other red, like on his third shot.
No, he's gonna.
So
he might be able to take it off that yellow later. So
yeah, take the corner one now.
Yeah, probably a better shot that way than my ludicrous option.
Being a bit hard on yourself there, Hammer.
That's why I'm here and he's there, mate. Because I put those stupid shots in my head.
Oh, mate, you want to see some of the shots I come up with? Now he wants to make sure he clears the yellow out of the way of that other red. You don't want it bouncing back in front of the red and sitting on it, so you might play it pretty thin. Cut the yellow down the cush, maybe, so it's out of the way.
Yeah, I think so. I think, and you know, that will be just to want to make sure he hits it firmly enough that the yellow doesn't pop back in front of that red. So
you see some people, they might try to dolly this in off the yellow, and the yellow drops back in front of the red. You really got to clear that yellow out of the way. You can see him actually attacking this shot.
Yep, and he's also, well, it's still not too bad. I know Robo's doing a bit of hand signals there, but it still doesn't look that bad. I mean, it's landed a bit awkward where that yellow has gone, but on the flip side to that, has provided more options to that red in the middle.
The flip side, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's still able to pot that red, even though it is a little bit.
Would you consider pulling up here and dropping the red over the hole?
No, definitely not. No, I wouldn't.
I know. You've got to back yourself here, but.
And Jamie Stevens, after being 3-1 down, is about to just use his 2, knock in the black and win the match 4-3.
Wow.
Travis, I watched that match. Travis did have an easy out to win that match 4-1 and chopped it up. And,
So,
Jamie was able to get a very frustrating match to watch that one because the table did roll a bit.
so Rick Bell will be playing Jamie Stevens in the last 8.
And I'm sure it won't be on that same table if Jamie's got anything to do with it. So he may look to screw back into this yellow here. And that's exactly what he's done. It's a great shot. So it's obviously one tricky ball still. Well, they're all a bit tricky from where he is, but he's not really a lot. He has to land quite perfect, or he might even look to just possibly move a yellow to free that up. He may be able to play into that bottom yellow, perhaps. Yeah, and that's where he's just pointed his cue at on the table. Just perhaps just to move that yellow a touch to get between the black and yellow to knock that red in the centre. I think that's probably a more controlled shot. Now he's tried to, but just hasn't. Has he got through there? Has he found a gap?
Not sure. It's hard to see from here.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but it doesn't look like he's snookered there behind that ball. Well, he's obviously not, because he's straight down. He didn't waste much time. Yeah, good shot for Mark, and again another semi-awkward shot here, but natural angle will bring this back down if he can land the white exactly where he is now. Just semi-bridging over this yellow, but as I said, it's just a matter of natural angle taking it down to pretty much you'll be looking to land the white exactly where it is now. And played that very well, Robbo. Played that very well. Mark will be very hard to beat if he keeps playing this way, but as I said, it's either player really haven't done a lot wrong. Could just come down to the break. Alright, so Jake and Dave still in this bit of a marathon here. Jake is possibly on I'm not sure, I didn't see that last shot, but I'd say with that he's probably on the yellows. Mark Kerwood 2, Steve Gray 0. Mark just knocking out Kurt Dunham in the last 16. Playing very well. Won that match 4-2, I believe. As we go back to the Gus and Robbo match here. Yeah, good break by Gus here. We're looking at taking the reds. Just one problem ball.
Just catching up with some of the comments.
Yeah.
Good to see we got people from Thailand tuned in. Big hello over there.
Wani will try and get an update on the girls. It's Jojo. I'm sorry, I apologise. I don't know the girl's name that Jojo's playing in the semi. Maybe you got Mickey and Rio in the other one, but I have no idea on the scores. We'll try and get down on the job and try and get a score check for you guys. Hello, Kev. Hope you're enjoying yourself. I know by the photos on Facebook, I know Tim's enjoying it.
That's it.
And hello to Brunsey as well. Sticky's tuned in. That's good to see. Alright, so Gus has landed a little bit awkward here. Now he may look to just chip off this red and leave the white down the bottom push. Oh, he can actually get through there.
Okay. Makes a difference if he can get through, yeah.
Okay, well, I didn't think he could actually, the white could pass there, but if he can, well, that's... Right, so I just believe Carol, again, I don't know her full name, so apologies, but she's
Carol
just beaten
Hilton.
Joe. Carol Hilton, she's just beaten Joe. So she's made her first state side, I believe. So
Carol Hilton in the final.
Congratulations to her.
And she'll be playing the winner of Mickey and Rio.
And we still don't know the score of that match. And as I thought, Gus has played a little bit of obviously to get a safety there. Has not worked out though. And in doing so has also opened up the yellows for Robbo.
Yeah, Robbo's got the option of dropping this over the hole. Yeah, thanks. If he doesn't think he can get them all, he could just drop this over. But my guess is Robbo...
Yeah, I think the Robbo's mindset is he'll be looking... Oh, well, there you go.
That's why you're there and he's there.
Yeah, yep. I just thought that he would be... The way he's run the last two racks, so I thought...
Mate, I was about to say the same thing. I was about to say, knowing Robbo and his queuing abilities, he'll be taking these on.
But that's good. But that's good to see, because a lot of guys, like, probably myself included, would just, you'd be feeling good. You just run a couple of good, nice racks. You can get to the table and they're pretty much all on again, except for a couple of little tricky ones down the bottom, at the top of the table. But a lot of guys would just back themselves to have another crack, because the rush of blood's going and everything like that. But he's obviously reined that in and still in control. So it's probably the right shot to play. Make Gus think about it.
Yeah, I like the way you say probably, because sometimes your opponent will run out here, make the double and go out on you, but sometimes you've got to play the percentages. Like, I think, you got to make it as difficult as you can for them as well. Don't tell me there's a gap behind this yellow hammer.
I think there is, mate. Yeah, I don't think...
By the way he's played that shot.
I don't think Robbo got all of that pocket, so...
That makes a huge difference.
And if Gus can execute this shot well and land nicely on his next ball, Robbo may regret not finishing off there, but I don't think he'll be happy with that result.
He didn't really play position there. He just sort of played the shot, but now what's he got it?
He might have to play the old face cut or reverse double here. So if he does that, he might clip into that yellow that's just below the red in the middle of the table here.
No, he sort of changed his shot.
He's going to... Well, I don't know about this shot if he's playing this. This is a really tough shot.
Yeah, I think his last shot was just a bit... He didn't really do anything with the white. Like, got himself in trouble.
Yep, so he's backing himself to... No, he's back up again. He's not really sold on what he wants to do here. But for mine, I would probably, because there's a lot that can really go wrong here. So yeah, there we go. Back, same double. Clip the red.
Wow.
Clip the yellow. You land on both balls. That's a great shot by Gus.
He has come out a treat there. He's cleared the yellows from...
Yep. It was always going to come into... It was always going to crash into that yellow. It was just a matter of making the shot. So, played that very well. So, all from a coverage by Robbo, and I thought he would have had a dip.
Does he just stun this in, or does he deep screw and try to get better on the red? The problem, if he stuns, I think then he's got to run the white up and down.
Yeah, it's still a tricky avenue to the black here.
Might be worth a deep screw to get back on the red, but
I know you'd love to do that, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
And
all
probably
about.
snooker
Yeah,
myself or going off.
You're all about the show. Yeah.
Look, he's
Yeah.
played my shot, but he's played it a lot
Played
better.
that well now. Yep. So it's just a matter of rolling a couple of balls in now and send it to 2-all.
Thank you very much.
Mate. Cheers. I think you did, mate. Yeah. Yeah. So good out finish there by Gus. A surprising safety by Robbo there, in my opinion. But you know, I believe that is 2-all. It should be 2-all.
2-all.
Yeah. We might just get an update on the Dan to work out the updates on the scores there, but it says 2-all.
Just like to take this moment to a shout out to my daughter who's watching at home. Hello, Hayley. How are you?
Isn't that nice?
She's only 4 years old, but she can see me on the score, hear me on the screen, so lovely. Oh, apparently the score's 2-all with Robbo and Gus.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Oh, I didn't realise that. Well, these yellows look good, Hammer.
They do. And how often do you see it? I mean, I know he's far from finishing the frame here, but you know, Robbo did have a chance to attack that frame, in my opinion, to go out. He's played a safety, and Gus could possibly after that run 2 racks after that shot. So
Yeah, it's
long way away from happening though. But
you might look back and wish he had to go now, but I mean the other side too. You can also look back and say I needed to get that right over the hole.
Yeah, well, you get the coverage, or it's probably Robbo does win the frame. So, but
yeah.
Having said that, yep, we move on. All right.
So Gus looking dangerous here. He just basically stuns this yellow in, and he's on the other yellow across into the opposite corner. So it's pretty much a stun shot, I would say, on this yellow.
Jake McCartney 3-0 on Dave Mongrel as well, so we'll try and get that score updated. And maybe tried to get a little bit of a nudge on the black there, but
yeah, I'm not sure he needed to do all that bizzo, but
I've just been advised that my lift's about to go, so I shall catch you guys later and leave you with Pikey.
all right. Thanks for the help there, Hammer. Who won? Mickey. So Mickey's beat Rio. So the final in the women's will be Mickey versus Carol Hilton. Both of them automatic into the women's state team for 2014. And Mickey's just come over. Is there a few words you'd like to say?
Go the Vicks.
That's it. Go the Vicks. 2014 Vic State player Mickey. First one in. Well, sorry, second one in. Carol was first. Chipper, how are you? Right. So back to the pool. We got Jake 3-0 up on Dave Mongrel. Looking good there.
So you're doing 3 tables, aren't you? Or is it 3 or not? Because the girls want one of these. ones you're screaming?
We're just doing a bit of negotiation here. We might even have the women's final on the live stream. We've had confirmation the women's final will be on the live stream. So Jake got a shot on the black to win 4-0 here. And it's in. So we got Jake has beaten Dave Monger 4-0. And he can go back to his poker quickly. I think he might have to give that up shortly when he's in the last 4.
Yeah, I'll go get them. Yep.
Alright, so Mickey McPherson versus Carol Hilton will be on the table, which Jake and Dave just came off. Gus slightly out of position here. He's on the wrong side of this yellow, I think. So, running away from the black. I think he's looking at whether he can double the black. Because natural path of the cue ball when he pots the yellow is going to go out past those 2 reds. The black not going back into the corner. He has to work out another shot. He can play a kick shot off the rail into the back of the black and pot the black in the corner. It's one option. If the double's not on, he's also looking at the triple. 2 rails and into the corner pocket. MC, capital F-E-A-R.
That's right, correct.
So Gus, the triple, it's not there. So, big danger time for Gus in this frame. Unfortunately, as we all know, very, very hard, if not impossible, for Gus to win this frame. Robbo will not give him another look at that black. Robbo has freedom to take the balls on and not leave a shot on the black, or he can develop a bad one and run the white for the snooker, which is what it looks like he's doing. Bounce this out, run the white. He hasn't got the snooker, but as you can see, he's left Gus no chance to pot this black. And I do mean, well, actually I don't mean no chance, but it's about 99.2% chance Gus won't pot this black. The only way, load this up, masse into the side rail, come off the side rail just before the knuckle, and slice the black in down the cush. Or, another option, out of the jaws on the right hand side, jaw comes across the back cush and pots the black in the corner where the red ball is. 2 options to pot this black. I'd be looking, probably jaw is probably a higher percentage option, but Gus is just playing to hit the black, get it into play, which is, yeah, well, it's probably not as ludicrous as my shot, but hey, I really don't like giving Robbo these balls. But he still has to pot him, so it's a fair enough call by Gus. Let's see him screw underneath the one closest to the cushion. Yep, just kicked it out a bit. And I've got legend of the game here, Michael Skerry's come to join us. How you doing? Not bad, not bad. How's yourself?
Yeah, not too bad.
That's good. As you do. Oh, hang on. Michael's microphone's not on yet.
Which one are we doing?
The women's final.
Oh. Now.
Michael's just, I'm not sure if you just got called somewhere or not. So, Robbo's,
How are you, Poggy?
yeah, not too bad. Robbo's just got slightly out of position on that shot.
How's the match been so far? They both played well?
Yeah, pretty high quality match really. Robbo played a safety shot